G'day folks, and welcome back to Camp to Kitchen, and welcome to the Point Fairy Gardens Caravan Park. What an epic 4 days we've just had. Amazing journey along the Great Ocean Road in the Star RV that you can see behind me. And what better way to celebrate the end of a wonderful, wonderful adventure than with some beautiful reverse seared ribeye bone-in from Lucas Brothers Butchers at Warrnambool, and some fantastic Great Ocean Road Brewing summer ale. Let's get into it. Okay, so tonight we're going to be doing this beautiful piece of steak on the Jumbuck mini kettle barbecue over some heat beads. We're going to be joining that with some absolutely beautiful garlic prawns, some char grilled broccolini with garlic and lime juice, and then I've got a very special mushroom recipe that's come courtesy of my mad Irish mate over there in Western Australia. G'day Mark Burrell, thank you for the inspiration. So without any further ado, let's have a sip, let's get into it. Okay, so let's get going on this beautiful piece of steak. Again, thank you to Lucas Brothers Butchery in Warrnambool. And all we need to do for a steak like this, nice smother of olive oil on top, and nothing more and some nice cracked black pepper, some nice cracked salt. Let's flip him over, do exactly the same thing, rinse and repeat. Some nice olive oil, some pepper, some salt. Let's get that and rub those edges in, get a nice coating on it. All right, and that's just going to go on the tray into the oven in the RV, set at about 120, 130 degrees for about 30 minutes. So let's go and stick that inside. We'll come back out and get stuck into these mushrooms. So these are just portobello mushrooms. So we're simply going to remove the stalks from the mushrooms. Won't be using them tonight, they can be discarded. All right, now I've got some basil pesto here. I'm just going to add a little bit more oil to that, just to give it a little bit runnier consistency. And I've got some finely chopped garlic here, a little bit of garlic. Give that a bit of a stir. I know pesto's got garlic in it. I just really like garlic. All right, and it's just going to be a little bit of pesto, probably about a heaped teaspoon in the cavity of each mushroom. We're just going to brush that around, give it a nice even spread. All right. After that, we've got some crumbled feta. A little bit of crumbled feta. Rightio. And last but not least, some beautiful prosciutto. Just tear that up into bits and pieces. On top, just a little bit of shaved parmesan. Okay, so we're just going to set them aside. They're going to go into the jumbuck here and just be barbecue roasted. All right, so moving on to the broccolini. I've just knocked the ends off those. So just lay them out on the board. Again, bit of olive oil. Just a light drizzle. Taking a lime and just give it a drizzle of lime juice, probably about a quarter, and then just make sure that it all gets all of those flavours. Bit of salt, Bit of pepper. And then just to finish off, some more finely minced garlic. Right, and then that will all just sit to one side. Don't leave anything behind. Get that on there as well. All right, we've stuck it in the oven for about 35-40 minutes. So we're just going to go straight onto the nice hot coals now. So straight up, I'm going to go that way first. Okay, we've just flipped the steak, so we're going to take the broccolini now and get in while we've still got some nice hot coals going on there. Okay, I think we're just about done there for a nice rare to medium rare steak. Oh, look at that char. All right, so what we're going to do is wrap that in some alfoil and just let it rest. All right, we're just going to put that to one side. Our broccolini, yeah, look at that. It's got a nice char. A couple more minutes for the broccolini. While that's happening, what we're going to do is we're going to take our pan, we're going to stick it over the coals because the next in line is the garlic prawns. Okay, so our steak's resting, the broccolini's just come off the char, the pan's getting nice and warm. Let's get into these garlic buttered prawns. So I'm going to take my butter, we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil to stop the butter from burning. My nice knob of butter here. That's going to melt down pretty quickly. And I'm going to take a nice heaped teaspoon of our chopped garlic from before, actually 1.5 teaspoons of garlic. And we're just going to bring that to the simmer. Okay, move that out of the road. While we've done that, we're going to sneak these mushrooms in here and start getting them going. They'll take about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, we've got a nice sizzle going there on the garlic butter now, so we're just going to add our prawns. They just all go in together. Just a little bit of a swizzle to start. Make sure they all get a nice coating. So we've got a nice sizzle on the prawns. We're just going to put the lid on carefully. We're just going to leave that sit now for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to close the vent up. We've got enough air coming through and getting out. We'll come back in about 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so these guys have been in for about 10 to 15 minutes. Let's see, yeah, they're getting nice and golden. We'll just give them one final mix up. All right, lid back on. I reckon we've got a couple more minutes there. I think we're just about done. So let's whack this off. Oh, look at that. Okay, so prawns can continue sizzling away. They're just going to come back and sit at the back here somewhere like that. These mushrooms, thank you Irish, look and smell absolutely magnificent. So we're going to take those off. They're just going to come down in the front. Just like that. Here's our beautiful char grilled broccolini that we did before. So we're just going to move that plate out of the road. I'm going to whack the lid back on. the jumbuck just to keep that ash and make sure that ash doesn't blow anywhere. All right, now the piece de resistance, the ribeye fillet. It's been resting for about 15 minutes. And here we go.